Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to download or export your previous Google Analytics universal data. So that's the data before GA4 came into place, because that's going to be deleted after the 1st of July this year. So that's next week actually. So download your data now if you want to keep it. In this short video, I'll show you how to do that. You go to your old Google Analytics, not to the GA4, but the old one, the one with the navigation on the left, which was very easy to navigate. You have audience, you have acquisition, you have behavior, etc. And what you will see is when you open it, the data will be zero because it's not collecting any data. So you need to change the date. So what I've done is I started on the 1st of January 2020. So it's basically 4 years of data, and then click apply. And what you will see is you see a lot of data. You need to change that to, instead of day, change it to month. And then you can see when it stops. And it actually stopped recording data from the 1st of November. So the 31st of October, it was still collecting data. So I'm going to change that calendar date from the 31st of May to the 31st of October 2023, because that's when it sort of was the last day of collecting data. So this is what you will see. And on the left-hand side, you have to make a decision on what sort of data you want to save, export. So I went to audience, I went to geo, and I went to location, geo and then location, just to see where were people when they looked at our website. And you can see the top 10. But there's a lot more countries that looked at our website from different countries. So you can change it to top 50, top 100, 500, 1,000 if you want. We stopped at 50. So that's the data that I want to keep because they're going to disappear after the 1st of July. So export it. You can export it in different sort of format. Make sure the date is correct. So you can do it in PDF, in Google Sheets, in Excel, or CSV. And I love Google Sheets, so I saved it in Google Sheets. The reason to do that is then you can still work on the data. If you save it in PDF, it's going to be more difficult. So this is the Google Sheet data. I can change the date because the date format is a bit weird in there. So I changed it because I'm probably going to not look for it for the next year or so. So make it in a way that you can sort of analyze the data a lot easier. So this Google Sheets, you save that. Make sure you save that in a specific folder. I created a folder called Old Google Analytics Data, Universal Data. And if I ever want to look at that data to make some comparison, I can always look back at it and download it from there. So this in Google Sheets is basically making sure you keep that data. You have that data if you ever need to analyze it at some point to look at the last 5 years of data, because with the new GA4 you only have 1 year of data. You can also export the PDF, and to be honest, I've done both. PDF is a lot more visual, as you will see when it's uploaded to my desktop. It's basically a sort of an image of what I've seen here. So this is the PDF, and it's a lot easier to print and again to save. I didn't print it, I saved it again in that same folder as the Google Sheets in Google Drive. So that's geolocation. You basically need to make a decision on what type of data do you want to keep. Mobile, click on mobile and overview, that you can see how many people looked to your website from a desktop, mobile, and tablet. And I saved that not as a Google Sheet because it's only 3 lines of data. I saved it as a PDF. But if you want, you can do that as a Google Sheet as well. So at least you've got the data there. Then acquisition, I think that's very important. All traffic and channels. And again, you get that per day, so you need to change that per month. So it's a lot more visual, easier to look at. And this is the top 8 of channels that have brought us traffic to the website. You can export it again, Google Sheets, Excel, or CSV, and PDF in this case. So that's basically it. Referrals is something I always looked at in the old Google Analytics, changed it to a month, and then you see a lot more than just 10. I think I changed it to 50 or 100. So that's where you can see the social media traffic, the referral traffic. With referral traffic, I mean traffic from Business Scotland, from a local DMO, or other organizations that have listed your website. And again, the same procedure, export it as PDF, Google Sheet, or Excel CSV. The reason to do for Google Sheets and Excel is that you can then play around with it if you ever need to do that in for example Looker Studio. Looker Studio is a great way to analyze data, to visualize data, make it easier to read. Again, if you don't do it this week, that information will be lost. Campaigns, if you do Google Ad campaigns, you can download the data from the Google Ad campaigns there as well. So basically it's going through the old analytics, looking at, change the date, looking at the information that you want to keep. Because like I said, after the 1st of July, it's gone. In behavior, I downloaded the pages that people looked at. The top 100, I think I did the same thing as well. And so that's all pages. And depending on how big your site is, there's probably a lot more, so you can download that. And you can also do the landing pages. I think that's quite good to save that as an Excel sheet or a Google Sheet, because there's a lot of information there. Landing pages, the first page that people saw when they went to your website. I think there's very useful data. Change the top 10 to the top 100, 500, 1,000, whatever you want, and then save that. E-commerce tab, as you can see there as well, is very important to have a look at, and also the conversions. You can have different goals there. You can do per goal or all goals, and then again export it. So that's basically it. As we all don't like GA4, we all love the old Google Analytics. It's a lot easier to find the information that is required. GA4 is fantastic. However, it takes a while to get into it, and it's not always that easy to find the information. So go to the old Google Analytics, change the dates, look at the elements that you want to save, export it, PDF, Google Sheets, Excel, etc. And that's it. It probably takes about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to do that. It took me a time like that. And that's it. Then you're ready, and you don't have to worry that information is lost. If you have any problems or questions, you know where to find us, info@tuminds.com. We're on all the social media platforms. And have fun doing this. Like I said, it only takes half an hour, 45 minutes, and then it's done. Do it before the 1st of July. Thank you and enjoy.